Hey YouTube! So it's not exactly Monday, but I've decided that I'm going to do a movie Monday anyways, and I may do them more than just Monday, but I'll probably do them every Monday, starting now as well. And I'm really excited to do this movie because I just saw it not too long ago for the first time, and it's probably going to shock you guys just a little bit. But the movie that I'm going to be talking about today is Selena. And I thought it was absolutely beautiful. It started off kind of for me, but it was just beautiful in the end. Like, okay, I love J-Lo. I love her acting better than her singing because some of the songs she's chosen to do recently haven't been so awesome in my mind. Like, I know they're popular, but I guess my taste is a little different. But I love her in Jack, and I love her in The Backup Plan, and I love her in Made in Manhattan. Sorry, I had to think of the title. And I love the actor of her father, Abraham. I love him in Stand and Deliver, and now he's in Dexter, and he is one awesome bad guy. Like, wow, I didn't even realize it was him until a little bit into Selena, because he doesn't really have as much of an accent in Dexter. But I loved Selena. I thought the music was great, the story. I knew the story of Selena before I saw this movie, which shocked my friend. Like, I was talking to him and I was like, I'm watching Selena, and he's like, you know the story, right? And I'm like, of course I do. And he's like, wow, not many people who aren't Hispanic know the story. And I was like, wow, I guess I'm not a normal person who's not Hispanic, but maybe that's just because where I grew up. We have a very mixed culture where I grew up. So it starts out with her at the beginning, right before she gets shot by Yolanda, who I actually like the actress of her as well. And I figured that that was where they were going to start it. Like, when I saw that scene, I was like, oh, she's probably going to get shot in this scene right now or later in the movie. But this is probably the dramatic scene. And then it goes back to when she's young, and I didn't really like the lip singing that the young person does, but you know, you can't really blame her, she's young, so. And I thought the singing was a little mature sounding that they chose to use for Selena, but it set up the rest of the film, so who cares. I thought it was ridiculous that the Spanish-speaking kids made fun of her for her name being Selena. Like, that's like a Spanish name, that's not even a weird name. I didn't get that part at all. I thought that when they meet Chris, I thought he was great, but I'm kind of like, I don't judge people for tattoos, rock music, anything that, you know, normal people are like, ew, he's gonna be stupid, or he's gonna be a bad boy. I don't really judge them, because it takes someone like Selena to show you the real person that Chris was. And that's what she did. And I thought that J-Lo acted that part out flawlessly. Oh, something I loved about J-Lo is this is her first film. This was made in 1997, and this started her acting career. You would never have known that. I was just blown away by how she did this one. Because it's kind of different than Made in Manhattan and Jack. It's a little more free-spirited, and I kind of feel like you get back to that in The Backup Plan. But this is probably my favorite film of hers now. I thought she played that role perfectly. When I went on Wikipedia to find out when the film was made, and I found out there was a lot of controversy about her being Puerto Rican and not Mexican to have the role. But then once people saw it, they thought she was magical. She did the role perfectly. Like, she got Selena spot on, which I agree. I thought her dancing was weird, but that's probably because I've never really seen Selena, so I don't know what her videos look like, but that's probably how she danced too. So cool. And I did think her outfits were a little risque. I was kind of on Abraham's side for that, but that's just my preference. You know, I wear t-shirts and stuff, so. Something I also knew was that Abraham was going to be more into her career than she was in the end, because he's kind of became a football father to me. One who's like, you've got to do football in college, you've got to do football if they have any talent, which Selena had an abundance of talent at singing. And that kind of father always worries me. Like, I hope my husband doesn't push our kids to do anything like that. But I still respect Abraham for kind of softening in the end. I feel like that was the only choice he had in order to keep Selena in his life. When you find out that Selena, I didn't know how old she was when she turns into J.Lo at first. I didn't know she was like that 20 years old that she is. I thought she was younger, which I'm kind of glad she was 20 because J.Lo was actually like 30 or 28 to 30 when she did this film, but she pulled it off anyway. And I thought when her and Chris got married, that was cute. And then the part where he wants to give her all her dreams. He's the husband that everyone wants. You never want someone to tell you your dreams aren't realistic. You know, like she wanted to have a singing career, a fashion career, a farm life with him, and then have kids. That's a lot for someone to accept that someone wants to do so much. And I think he did a good job with that. I think the actor of Chris did a good job too. When she gets shot, I'm glad they used real footage from the tragedy. Like, it's usually hard for me to accept people exploiting something like that, but I think it gave the movie that total biographical feel, which I love. I love movies based on true stories. I thought that this movie was just beautiful, and I will watch it again. Very likely watch it again. So, what do you think of Selena if you've seen it? I know it's a really old, well, it's not really old, 1997, it's not that old. But have you seen it? Did you like it? If you're like Hispanic, did it speak to you in a different way than maybe someone like me? Because I just thought it was amazing anyways. What movie should I do next? I mean, I watch so many movies, that's why I'm pretty sure I can't just do one a week. Let me know in the comments. I know I haven't made a video as much as I have in the past, so I'm really sorry. I'm wearing the shirt that I had in my one vlog. That's pretty much it. I'm got some other ideas, so see you soon. Bye.